Parenting is one of the hardest jobs, yet no one gives you a manual when you become a parent. In fact, did you know that 70% of parents feel overwhelmed by the responsibility of raising their children? That's a staggering number. But it doesn't have to be this way. You can become a more confident parent and make better choices for your kids with just a few simple changes. What if you could learn the secrets to raising emotionally intelligent kids without the constant stress? Or understand why letting your child fail can actually help them succeed in life? In this video, we're diving into 6 powerful parenting strategies that most parents don't know about but wish they had. These tips aren't just theories, they're backed by science and proven to work. Stick around to discover the game-changing advice that will make a real difference in your parenting journey. Chapter 1. The Power of Quiet Time. Unlocking the secret to your child's emotional intelligence. You might be surprised to learn that sometimes, the best way to help your child grow emotionally is by giving them space. Quiet time can play a huge role in fostering emotional intelligence. According to the American Psychological Association, children who regularly have time alone to reflect tend to be better at managing stress and emotions. When kids are encouraged to spend time by themselves, they learn how to identify and understand their feelings. Research from the University of California has shown that 15 minutes of daily quiet time can lead to improvements in focus, self-regulation, and social skills. It's also worth noting that this practice doesn't mean isolating them in front of a screen. Instead, encourage activities like reading, drawing, or journaling. These moments of solitude allow children to process the world around them at their own pace, helping them grow in ways that can be hard to achieve in a bustling household. Chapter 2. The Silent Language. How to read your child's body signals before they speak. Before your child can even say a word, their body is telling you something. Learning to read their nonverbal cues can drastically improve your parenting. In fact, studies show that 70–90% of communication is nonverbal. Understanding this silent language can help you respond more effectively to your child's needs. For example, a child who's fidgeting might be anxious, or a child who suddenly crosses their arms could be feeling defensive. One powerful strategy is observing your child's eyes. If their gaze is darting around, they might be overwhelmed. If they're focused on you, they could be feeling engaged and ready to communicate. These subtle body signals are your child's way of asking for attention, comfort, or space. By being mindful of these signs, you can build a deeper connection with your child without waiting for words. Chapter 3. Parenting Beyond Rewards. The hidden dangers of overpraising. Many parents turn to rewards and praise to motivate their kids, but did you know this could backfire? Overpraising can lead to children becoming dependent on external validation, which could harm their self-esteem in the long run. A study by Dr. Carol Dweck, a professor at Stanford University, found that children who were praised too much for their intelligence were less likely to embrace challenges. Instead of trying harder, they avoided tasks that might make them fail. Instead, try praising effort and persistence rather than the outcome. For example, say, "I love how hard you worked on that project," instead of, "You're so smart." This encourages your child to focus on the process, building resilience and a growth mindset. Research from Harvard University also suggests that fostering a growth mindset can improve a child's academic performance and confidence over time. If you're enjoying these tips, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. More parenting advice is just a click away. Chapter 4. Reverse Parenting. What happens when you let your kids teach you? What if you could learn something from your child? Embracing the idea of reverse parenting, where you let your child teach you, can lead to powerful insights. Children see the world differently, and their fresh perspectives can open your eyes to new ideas. In a study published in Psychological Science, children who were allowed to teach their parents reported feeling more empowered and responsible. When you give your child a chance to teach, they feel valued, and this boosts their self-esteem. For example, let your child explain their favorite hobby, game, or even a problem they've solved. By doing this, you're showing them that their opinions matter, while also learning to see things through their eyes. This simple shift in perspective can improve your relationship and boost their self-confidence. Chapter 5. Failing Forward. Why letting your child fail is the ultimate gift. It's natural to want to protect your child from failure, but letting them fail is one of the best things you can do for their development. Failure isn't just an inevitable part of life, it's a powerful teacher. According to a report from the American Academy of Pediatrics, children who experience small failures and learn how to bounce back tend to develop better problem-solving skills and emotional resilience. Instead of rushing in to fix problems for your child, allow them to struggle a little. Let them try and fail at things like homework, sports, or chores. In fact, research from the Journal of Educational Psychology suggests that children who learn from their failures are more likely to succeed in the future. Teach them that failure is just another step in the learning process. As author J.K. Rowling once said, it is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all. Chapter 6. Parenting with Presence. The mindful approach that changes everything in today's world. Distractions are everywhere, making it harder than ever to truly be present with your children. However, practicing mindfulness in your parenting can have a huge impact on your relationship with your child. According to a study in the Journal of Child and Family Studies, parents who practice mindfulness tend to have better communication with their children and show more emotional warmth. Being present doesn't mean just physically being there, it means giving your child your full attention. When you listen without distractions, your child feels valued and understood. One way to practice mindfulness is to engage in simple activities like eating a meal together, reading a book, or just talking about their day, without checking your phone. Research from the University of Washington shows that mindful parents tend to raise children who are more empathetic, socially competent, and better at managing their emotions. If you found these tips helpful, make sure you subscribe for more parenting advice and strategies that can make your parenting journey easier and more fulfilling. You won't want to miss what's coming next.